The Life of Adolf 1, Early Life and Family Background. 1807, Adolf Hitler was born on the Starvaterweg 1818, a small town in Austria near the Dern border. His father, Alois Hitler, was a customs official, strict, authoritarian, and often harsh. His mother, Clara Hitler, was gentle, loving, and deeply devoted to her son. Among his siblings, many died in childhood, which made Adolf emotionally closer to his mother. Hitler's childhood was marked by tension. His father wanted him to pursue a stable career in civil service, but Adolf dreamed of becoming an artist. This conflict created frequent clashes between father and son. Hitler performed poorly in school, especially in subjects that did not interest him, and he eventually dropped out. When his father died in 1903, Hitler felt a sense of relief from authority. However, the death of his mother in 1907 devastated him deeply. Her loss left him emotionally unstable and directionless,
pushing him into a difficult phase of life. 2. Vienna years, poverty and ideological formation, 1907 to 1913. After his mother's death, Hitler moved to Vienna, hoping to enroll in the Academy of Fine Arts. He failed the entrance exam twice, being rejected due to insufficient artistic skill, especially in drawing human figures. This rejection deeply affected him. He fell into poverty, living in shelters and earning money by selling small paintings and postcards. During these years, Hitler spent much of his time reading newspapers, attending political meetings, and observing society. Vienna at the time was a melting pot of cultures, ethnicities, and political ideas. It was also a place where nationalist and anti-Semitic ideas were spreading. Hitler absorbed these influences. He developed strong beliefs in German nationalism, racial superiority, and deep hatred toward Jews, ideas that would later define his political ideology. 3. Move to Germany and World War I, 1913 to 1918. In 1913, Hitler moved to Munich, Germany, to avoid Austrian military service and to live in what he considered a culturally German environment. When World War I broke out in 1914, Hitler enthusiastically volunteered for the German army. He served as a messenger on the Western Front, a dangerous role that required him to carry messages between units under fire. Hitler proved to be a brave soldier and was awarded the Iron Cross, First Class, a rare honor for someone of his rank. However, he was never promoted significantly, partly due to his solitary nature. In 1918, Germany was defeated. Hitler was hospitalized after a gas attack when he learned of the surrender. This moment had a profound psychological impact on him. He became convinced that Germany had not been defeated militarily, but had been stabbed in the back by internal enemies, especially Jews and political leaders. 4. Entry into politics and rise in the Nazi Party, 1919 to 1933. After the war, Germany was in chaos. Economic collapse, political instability, and humiliation from the Treaty of Versailles. Hitler joined a small political group called the Nazi Party. His powerful speaking skills quickly made him a prominent figure. He could captivate audiences with emotional, nationalistic speeches, blaming Germany's problems on Jews, communists, and the Versailles Treaty. In 1923, Hitler attempted to seize power in Munich in an event known as the Beer Hall Putsch. The coup failed, and he was arrested. During his time in prison, he wrote Mein Kampf, My Struggle. In this book, he outlined his ideology: belief in Aryan racial superiority, hatred of Jews, desire for territorial expansion, Lebensraum, strong authoritarian leadership. After his release, Hitler decided to pursue power legally through elections rather than revolution. 5. Rise to power and establishment of dictatorship, 1933 to 1939. In 1933, Hitler was appointed Chancellor of Germany. Using political maneuvering, propaganda, and fear tactics, he quickly consolidated power. After the Reichstag fire, he used emergency powers to suppress opposition. Soon, all political parties except the Nazi Party were banned, trade unions were dissolved, civil liberties were eliminated. He declared himself Führer, leader, in 1934. Hitler also focused on rebuilding Germany's economy and military. Public works programs reduced unemployment, and rearmament strengthened national pride. However, this period also saw increasing persecution of Jews. Laws stripped them of citizenship and rights, and violence against them escalated. 6. The Holocaust, systematic genocide. One of the darkest chapters in human history is the Holocaust. Under Hitler's rule, Jews were progressively isolated, deported, and eventually exterminated. Concentration camps and extermination camps were established across Europe. Millions were killed through gas chambers, forced labor, starvation, medical experiments. Approximately 6 million Jews were murdered, along with millions of others, including Roma people, disabled individuals, political dissidents, and more. The Holocaust stands as a horrifying example of how ideology, power, and hatred can lead to unimaginable atrocities. 7. World War II and expansion, 1939 to 1945. In 1939, Hitler invaded Poland, triggering World War II. Germany initially achieved rapid success using blitzkrieg, lightning war tactics. Countries like France fell quickly. Hitler seemed unstoppable. However, several critical mistakes changed the course of the war. Invading the Soviet Union in 1941, declaring war on the United States. The war turned against Germany. The Allies, Britain, the Soviet Union,